welcome to what many call the greatest setting in college football. Husky Stadium in Seattle settled nicely between the Cascades and the Olympic Mountains, and it doesn't get much better or much louder than this. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. Washington likely to try to put it deep to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Miami's offense will take the first swing of the game. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
Oh, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage, he's open, zone coverage, he's open. If he's double covered, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Watts. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great play by the quarterback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
And they're starting to bring some noise here on this early 3rd and 10. He's looking to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down, and much more. Really good execution by this offense. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Watts. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Power football with the run. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Going to try to get it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And how about this guy upholding that linebacker tradition of a Shaq Thompson or a Mason Foster?
And you think about those guys that can do a little bit of everything. They can play, they want to be physical, but they have the athletic ability to play in coverage. Just versatile defender.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. And he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. He'll take a deep shot here. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So the Washington Huskies offense will take the field for the first time. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside will be a great matchup.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Got room at the 35. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now on second down. Motion from the offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got his man. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Wide receiver shows motion. Running back searching for a hole. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play, because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. They move the tight end all over. They'll run it from the gun. Thrust that arm out. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation now becomes an easier.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try the run. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First down to start the drive after the break. They go to the ground. Just plowing down the field. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying to beat him to the left. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. Just trucks through it. Into the house. Touchdown, Washington. Ready to try the point after. Right down the boulevard. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Tackled after picking up the first down. The Canes have their offense in high gear. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Fast motion from the offense. After the run, now to throw. Oh, so close to an interception there. If he had held on, he might have run that one to the house. Instead, it'll be third down.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. They've got the screen set up. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. And the Canes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Off the play fake on first down. Got his man on the right. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a crease to the left. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
And such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, a physical ground game, it sets the table for everything they want to do offensively.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Washington coming to the line with another first down. He's looking to throw it. Get it out on the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs, and that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. It's complete, and he will score! Touchdown, Husky! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off to the defense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Handoff from the gun. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Still running at the 40. And he breaks into the open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And how about this offense? What are you thinking as a defense right now? Thinking pass, bringing in guys, making sure I stay deep, playing for the pass, and they run the run right at him. Kind of catch him off guard, get the big yardage, big play, first down for this offense.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Now from inside the red zone, scrambling away. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Gonna run it. It's Charles. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you?
Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Right back to it. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. He is having a day putting up numbers in a Myles Gaskin kind of way.
Yeah, just showing you a little bit of everything. But these are the kind of guys, man, when you find them, you feature them, you give them the ball as many ways as you can because he's got that dynamic playmaking ability that can make people miss and hit home runs.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. A strike downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Huskies! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
One of the things I love about this QB as a runner is not just his athleticism, but how tough he is. He can run in between the tackles in the middle of the field, push the pile, break tackles. Linebackers are trying to bring him down. He just keeps his feet driving. That is impressive.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting him to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And the Canes moving quickly to the line. Wide out in motion. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
On second down, he'll fire. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On third down, going up top. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
And this defense is smelling blood right now. Like, they know they got him right where they want. Got him at third down and long. They got to lead by 3 possessions. Everything is going their way. This offense is in trouble.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they wanted. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Rivera. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They're going to run it. The ball pops out. Scoops it up. Still a live ball.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, you got to get the football offense. Very lucky to get that football.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He's moving out of the pocket. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. The Hurricanes decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that they're deep.
The expressway is just steamrolling the defense. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll give it to him again. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's the handoff. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Keep it on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
Okay, ready?
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Alabama is on the short side of things right now, but like the days of Tua and Devontae Smith in the 2018 title game, do not rule out a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Penn State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The offense set for a 1st down play. He wants to throw. Extending the play. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
When I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return. Take over at the 44.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
On the move. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play, and it's a...
Can anyone catch him? Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the defense doing work.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
They still have work to do. Trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. first down. Here comes this offense. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can turn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive, even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the Huskies trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes his connection. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show.
He unleashes a long one. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on down. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. They'll leave it with him. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Huskies. And the beatdown has ensued. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reason. You've got to make great field position count. But you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. All the way down to the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Rivera. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Tripped up for the tackle. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.